Yo, what's up? Ray Reese, Reese's Masterpieces. So, what I want to talk about today, firstly, hello. I know I don't post as often, but, there's reasons for that. I'll also update accordingly with what's been going on. They're coming up almost on a year since started this channel. But yeah, I just want to get into what I wanted to talk about today is that I posted on my Facebook that they say pain is weakness leaving the body. First of all, that's not true. That's not true. Don't buy into that whole no pain, no gain. No. Pain can sometimes be weakness leaving the body, but pain can also be injury entering the body. So don't buy into that hype. But I put on my Facebook page, they say that pain is weakness leaving the body, but when it comes to taking my classes, lames are weaklings that are leaving the classroom. I went to sub a class today, and I am used to people sort of cutting out a few minutes early. It happens. Used to that. I am also used to people sort of not really giving it their all, or not really being willing to follow the instructor's directions. Hence, I got a couple of videos on that very topic. Used to that. I am even used to folks stepping into class, seeing that I am the instructor or the sub, whatever, and then sort of dipping around the corner. Used to that. It doesn't always happen, but I get it. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Because one, I make you work. Two, if you're not doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing, I am going to call you out. I'm not like, the fuck are you doing? Not that, but like, hey, make sure I will repeat the same instruction over and over and over again to the general class until you make that correction. And if you don't, when we have a break, I am going to explain very carefully what the reason for that note was. And then it's like, hey, if you still don't apply it, right? But yeah, I make you work. I'm going to, try to correct you and get you moving. And we don't have a lot of downtime. Like there are specified breaks, but there's no playtime in my classes. Put it like that. I like to keep things upbeat. I like to keep things, lighthearted, but we're still working out. I might crack as many jokes, but we're still working out. Anyway, today, I had a fair amount of people who left class in the middle of class. And not like 5 minutes before class ended, not like we were going overtime, or, not like, there's usually maybe like one person that comes in and realizes, I will periodically have like a boot camp that I'm subbing or teaching, and you'll have like that random senior that comes in, a random like 70-year-old person who had been taking yoga and Zumba and wanted to give this a try, and then realizes that this isn't for them, not yet anyway, and they take a hike, man, there had to have been like 5 people that left it. I don't know what the reason is. It's just today, this has been the most amount of people that have left my class. Excuse me. But the point of what I want to say is show up and do the work. Both of us are here for the same reason. It's to get you in shape. It's not going to be easy. All right. And there's going to be days, there's going to be classes, maybe you don't get along with the instructor, you don't like the format. I have never, ever left a class early. It hasn't happened. Because if I leave class early, I wasted my time. I've wasted my time. Like, what's the point? Those calories aren't going to burn themselves. So I can take the class and then not come back. I've done that plenty of times. I've taken classes, realized it wasn't for me, and then not returned. But I'm not wasting my day or my workout time taking a class for like 20 minutes and then going to go try to find some other ish to do. And that's the thing. I am a fitness professional. I have been an athlete. I have competed. I train people. I work people out for a living. I, who can actually go out and get just as an effective of a workout on the floor by myself as I might get with another pro, I don't leave class. Like, what are you doing? Why? What do you think you're gonna do out there away from the professional instructor that is going to take the place of whatever you came to the gym for, right? I haven't left class when I clearly knew more than the instructor. I haven't left a class. It just hasn't happened. I will modify what I need to do to get through the class. And then I will choose to not come back. But you gotta have discipline. And here's the thing. I know, like, if you watch some of my videos or you hear the way I talk sometimes, it might sound like that I'm just killing motherfuckers, right? Like, I'm just and it's not that. I don't do a bunch of crazy ish. I don't do a bunch of YouTube, whatever. I do standard exercises. I do standard basic movements that you would do during any other workout, during your travels throughout the day. I do basic skills, and then we string them together to make a workout. The only difference is that I'm gonna be on you, and maybe you're used to doing things that are less challenging. Maybe you're used to doing things that, at the end of the day, you get good at what you practice. So if you don't like the fact that somebody comes in and is more challenging than what you're used to, what are you going to do outside when things is real? What are you going to do when you can't modify the challenge? What are you going to do when you got to move a dresser, when you got to, help your friend push their car up to the side of the road? What are you going to do, when your kid falls asleep, in the basement, and you got to take him up to the second floor to his or her bedroom? Like, when you got to get the gross, like, what are you going to do? Like, what's the point? What's the point of coming to the gym if you're not going to challenge yourself? Or not, What's the point of coming to the gym if you're not going to let yourself be challenged? If you're not going to allow yourself to, be, to be challenged or, excuse me, I'm getting over, I got a cold or something, whatever. But why, the whole point of going to the gym is to get abilities and skills and strength and whatnot that you can then transfer to the outside world. It's not just about sweating and burning calories and looking good for the gram or whatever. You're trying to be more functional and practical and effective. Like, that's literally the whole point. It doesn't matter how big your muscles are if you don't know how to fucking use them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you've got big, maybe you're, excuse me, maybe you've got like 5% body fat. You're, lean and ripped and jacked and got the six pack and the whole thing, right? But every time you go to pick up your phone or your keys from the ground, you hurt your back. Every time you try to put something, on the top shelf from the ground, you lose your balance, and you got to get like a chair and you got to do all this other ish. If you're not any better out in the real world than you were the previous year, what is it? Come to work out. Allow yourself to be challenged. And, excuse me. I mean, unless you are seriously in over your head, like you've made a grave error. But I saw people who had to have been in their mid to late 20s, perhaps early 30s, right? Leaving class midway through. Whereas I had two people who were clearly in their 60s who needed modifications, but they weren't fucking leaving. They came to do some ish, right? And they did it. It just, I don't say all of this stuff out, at the class. But I do pepper some of this sentiment in there. I let people know, hey, like we're doing a warm up, do the warm up. Worry about turning in your class pass and you're getting your weights and whatever set. Do the warm up is there for a reason. Instructors don't do warm ups because we don't get paid if we don't. It's not like just some random arbitrary thing. We do warm ups for two reasons. To get the heart rate up, get the muscles warm, to get your body ready to work out, and to prep yourself for the moves and the skills that you're going to use throughout the class, right? So a lot of my warm-ups are movements that are unique to my class. So we warm up with those movements, get the heart rate up, and then we apply them later, right? And, sorry, watching somebody going the wrong way down the street. Maybe there's not a one way because that's the second person I see. Anyway, what was I saying? So we've got people that just don't pay attention during the warm. I'm like, it's there for a reason. And I'll say it. Usually what I've said during classes, it's like, hey, the way that you warm up is going to be the way that you work out. If you warm up shittily, you're going to work out shittily. Like, you're not going to be able to just turn it on later. That's the whole point of the warm up, is to get you ready to do the things that you've come to do. Right? Take it seriously. Don't quit. Don't give up. It's like, you're not giving up on me. Don't give up on yourself. But when you give up on yourself, you're wasting my time. You've wasted your time, yeah. But I don't care if there's 50 people in the class and one person leaves. There's 100 people in the class and one person leaves in halfway through because they just give up. You've wasted 1% of my time. All right. Now, granted, I can modify the rest of the class and give the people that remain more stuff and use the space more. But if I would much rather start with 8 people and do a format for those 8 people than start with 16 and drop it down to 8. It's just like, and again, I don't be doing a bunch of wacky shit. Not for people that I don't know. We're not doing a bunch of burpees or cartwheels or standing broad jumps or whatever with jujitsu roll or something. It's nothing. It's basic. It's the same shit you would have done in like gym class, but with only a 15-second break in between, right? So I don't know. Just don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on me, or whatever instructor. But more important than that, have a happy Thanksgiving, happy Friendsgiving, happy holiday season. I look forward to updating you guys. That's about it. I'm gonna probably end with just a random note. So, Ray Reese, Reese's Masterpieces. See you. Bye-bye.